were saying?
I was saying how the thousands had a lot of good rap albums, right?
Who are the thousands?
Like
Who are the
since the year
thousands?
2000
Oh,
up
the year.
until the year 2020, let's say. So what would you say are the top
Whoa,
five?
whoa. From 2000 to 2020,
Yeah.
it had great albums.
Didn't have a lot of...
I think the last 20 years can battle the 90s. Just the 90s.
Just
Yeah,
the
okay.
90s.
And I think the 90s can win.
Okay, well, the 90s was a golden era. wasn't it?
Exactly.
So, but I mean, nonetheless, but looking beyond that golden era, if we're going to look at the past 20
The
years.
last 10 years have been trash.
The last 10 years, maybe not as good, but...
Mumble rappers have ruined the thing.
But you still
Okay.
have some good albums.
Top
for
of
the
your
last
head,
10
like
years.
real quick. Amazing moments in the last 20 years in hip hop.
50 Cent appearing and dominating everything
okay.
in
To
the
Pimp a
club.
Butterfly.
I would say Good Kid, Mad City.
K. Dot overall.
Pusha
Yeah.
T, Drake.
Eminem becoming
Drake,
a global
fucking
superstar.
Drake.
Drake coming out of nowhere and
Eminem,
dominating.
Lil Wayne dominating.
Wayne,
Yeah, see, and the reason for that was my Spotify
Lil
algorithm
Dicky,
was being kind
Yo,
to me
yo,
today.
yo, yo.
J. Cole.
First off, turn on your light.
Lil Dicky,
Don't be
no.
talking to me.
Okay. My Spotify algorithm was being nice to me, and Fedja started to play Jay-Z, Kanye, The Throne album. And I'm listening to the album. I'm like, yo, this was a really good album, bro. This was really, really. And I started thinking, how many good
gold one?
albums? Yeah, the gold one. And how many good albums do we have over the past 20 years? Just the Kanye albums on their own. That's like,
Yeah, the Kanye kind
You know,
bro.
Jay-Z's, Blueprint, 444, Magnet. Like, you have too many good albums to choose from. So if we had to choose five, where would you start?
No, okay, no, there's no way you can choose five.
that's what I'm
No.
saying.
But the problem is with
Where'd you
that,
start?
even if you choose five or whatever, I think the 90s has more classics than the last 20 years.
Yeah, definitely.
Classics.
Classics.
Unarguable classics.
Yes,
Overall, I would say yes.
of course.
Yeah, I would say yes.
Snoop's
But I-
debut in the 90s or
Yep,
80s?
93.
90s.
I still remember. I just came
Yeah.
back from school.
New York State of Mind.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't argue
I think New York
with
State Mine was 2000.
Yeah.
Is it?
I think
No,
2000s.
Probably.
there's the the
No, I
first
think it was
one,
90s.
Elmatic stuck on the
Elmatic.
version.
No, he's talking about New York State of Mind.
New York State of Mind, the track.
The track.
Sorry, I am thinking about Automatic. I just...
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
خرجت أنا أيوه.
This and again, not the argument here. The problem of the past 10 years of rap is the rise of mumble rap and alternative sounds, which
Yes.
don't really do it for me. But it has expanded the genre to a lot of different listeners. There's a lot of
Lots of white chicks.
different sounds, different artists now that do different things.
Yeah,
and it has diversified. it,
Because
in a sense.
localization
Yes.
started.
The white man did what the white
And
man
the
does.
internet made everything spread further than before.
Macklemore
That's why
won a
there's a
Grammy.
lot. Michael Moore won a fucking Grammy.
Michael Moore.
Macklemore.
Macklemore, yes, he robbed Kendrick.
Yes.
Yes, that year. That was
What are you
terrible.
talking about?
Yep,
Just
yep.
because of a
Yep.
fucking hype.
Yep.
The Cash Me Outside girl is a successful rapper.
I don't know.
Well, successful is
Very
arguable.
no,
Seriously?
she is successful.
She's not successful. Relax, bro.
So we're
She
saying
is. She was nominated for a Grammy.
She was?
Yes.
No
I
fucking
don't know
way.
who
Yes.
that is.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Bad was that bad?
That is
or
Bad
something?
Baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
With the BH.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
That she had. Okay.
Making sure
Yes.
because spelling matters.
Where's the H?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Where's the
So we're saying the standard
Good
of
luck,
music
man.
has dropped
You're saying,
over
yeah.
the past 10 years. That's what we're saying.
Did it drop?
Changes
That's
taste.
what he said.
No.
Look, how many new artists that came out in the last 5 years that you're like, ooh, sounds different.
I'd say
مشكلة time is a relative concept about doing so. So I don't know when people came out like past 5 years. So Isaiah came out before the past 5 years.
if we're gonna talk about just
Came out.
music in general, like I'm not a fan, but like Billie Eilish is like, oh, that's interesting, at least.
Fred again.
Again, we're talking about rap and hip hop.
Yeah, I'm just talking in general because
And in general,
rap-
in general, you have Taylor Swift blow up. You had
Taylor Swift blew up.
Rihanna blew up in the last 20 years.
Again, are we talking 5 or 20?
No,
Past 10 or 20?
No, because Billie Eilish, like from way before.
no, she's very recent.
2016.
She's not very, very recent. Yeah,
2016. But
yeah, around that. She's not very recent.
You see, there we go, which is more than 5 years. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Time is a little bit iffy. But yeah, a lot of the artists I do listen to, I don't think they're that recent. They're more established. So I can't.
And that's what I mean. The now, you're waiting for an established person to give you music.
But am I looking for new sounds? That's a little bit different.
Everyone's always looking for new sounds.
True.
Kendrick's new track, me and what's the name? Ntitled have been fighting over it because Ntitled for the last years telling me he's like, the Jersey sound. Jersey sound is gonna blow up. Just wait till the summer. And now Kendrick and Baby Keem dropped the track.
It's Jersey sound.
It's Jersey sound, the same bass, same everything. And I've been arguing with him about that, but that's a new sound. People are looking for a new sound.
Yeah, but music is interesting in that good music is good music, no matter what time it is.
That's also true.
Like no offense, like you put anything that Prince and MJ did back then and still holds up flawlessly today.
Yeah, those are the exceptions. To
I
the
was
vast
watching
majority,
something a few, like I think yesterday, the day before, and halfway I started screaming with the track. Oh, we're halfway home.
Yeah, halfway there. Don't you dare disrespect my people.
Bro, I went in. I was like,
You had to.
Yeah,
You
good
had
music
to.
is good music,
Yeah.
bro. You can't deny that, bro.
True.
Summer
true.
69 still claps.
So some tracks.
Brian Adams.
See what I mean?
Oh.
Some tracks are
You play
timeless.
Summer 69, people are still gonna do something.
Some tracks are timeless, but is it? I don't find those tracks as much as I used to back in the day. And going back to your point, the 90s did have a lot of those, timeless tracks,
Yes.
timeless music. You don't find that much any of that type of music nowadays.
Like like names in the 90s, we can just go and we won't stop. Lauryn Hill, Outkast,
Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey, bro. The whole Bad Boys movement, the
Juvenile.
whole Death Row movement.
Slow motion for me. That died out quick.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
Number one, any of your past music favorites come to mind?
I wasn't into music back then. It was more أناشيد بس يعني.
Ahat. Ahat HD.
كان الاسدي لسه بعده كان انالوج
That's true, that's true.
كان كاسيت.
Cassette, yes.
Were you one of those kids that يوزعون كاسيتس في الإشارة?
No.
I think he was.
I was
هو
too,
نات من الاشاره في
was-
الهليكوبتر.
Whenever you hear someone playing music, comes in, Assalamu alaikum.
I was too bougie for that. We had Mary do it.
Ahat.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God. Imagine like all the ahats was him and his brothers. Everything that we all heard. It turns out it was his house. They were the ahats.
I mean, they have a bi-weekly hot session.
And one and two.
I find that intriguing. You should explore that in the future.
No.
Yeah. No.
It is a genre of music that someone can come and give you a fresh take
No,
on.
it's not music.
Is
That's
it-
the whole point.
No,
The point is not music.
it's
You idiot.
Yeah. If someone sampled a hat, that might be a bit risque, but
Yes.
شوف, it's oral stimulation.
NBL.
no, it is
No.
not. It is not.
Hey, yo. Choose your words carefully, son.
AURAL. That's like from the ear.
What?
That's the word we're looking for.
Start this podcast.
Obviously, I'm going to start this podcast after that.
I'm just saying, if it's not music, what do you categorize it as?
Sound.
No, but it sounds that tickles your ears. It's appealing to
Stop.
you.
Stop saying words.
أنت خليها. أنت خليها.
Stop saying words.
I'm just saying, it's appealing to you.
Oral stimulation. Now tickling.
It's appealing to you in some way.
I'm
shape, or
finding way
form.
too many things about you as we speak.
Okay, I'm just saying. There's a reason, any people.
It's your fault, Shamsi.
What
You came here looking all QE shorts.
it's summer. Thanks.
The
Got the
guy
thighs
likes
out.
I mean,
Got
the
thighs
inside of
out.
his
ما انت
ears.
شايفه حلق الرجال نظف ما عاد ينفع في شعر.
It was for you.
Aw, thanks, Turks. Appreciate it.
That's what brotherly love is. Hey, welcome past the Kabsa. I'm sorry, guys. Let's just go. Hey, welcome past the Kabsa. It's your boy Adi. What's happening? What's popping? Episode 213. Thank you all for joining us. Shout out tons and tons of listeners. Shout out to our YouTube listeners. YouTube viewers and podcast listeners. Shout out to everybody. I got the homie Turks right behind me. I got Shams right next to me.
Yo.
Number one is in the building.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Don't you always?
I always do. Thank you for.
I just want to say, I want this to be public before you continue. Jasmine, our homie Jasmine Bagger,
Yeah.
said something today on a voice note, and I don't think I remember the last time that I laughed so hard.
Okay.
And she was like, number one is acting like a number two.
Oh.
Okay, and I was the funniest
that's fine.
thing that I've ever fucking
Yeah.
heard, bro.
Oof.
And I'm gonna use that for life.
Okay.
Next to the name that we just gave you before this
Correct.
podcast that you actually that you gave yourself.
Today was a bad day.
A lot of new nomenclature today.
Oh my
Yes.
god! I swear to God, number one gave me the best name to put on my phone.
He gave us.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I give so much. and I ask so little in return.
You're such a giver, number one.
Okay, give us what you take a second ago. What you say?
Keep on giving.
He had a question. Hold up.
Yes, the question is: you wake up at night, and the whole house is asleep. What is your routine?
Food.
You go get food and trip on the way and break something in your body.
We call that a callback.
Yes.
Thank you.
It is obviously that all of you live with your families. Anyway,
You don't get food. Food's served to you when you're.
But here's the thing. Like, I'm interested because
You wake up in the middle of the night. Define the middle of the night.
because my sleep schedule is usually desynchronized from the rest of my family. I usually come home from work, exhausted, sleep, and wake up like, oh, it's at midnight. What do I do?
Bachelor. See, you can see him from science. Okay.
So
متزوج.
لا بس يعني okay. الروتين we'll talk about the routine.
So it got me thinking. Like, I imagine like lots of people have different activities that they do in this وقت الضايع. That is my question. What do you do?
After midnight, Yani?
Yes.
Bro,
And basically,
you do the same thing that you did if you were awake at 8 p.m.
I disagree.
No.
Oh,
No,
please,
it's different.
boys,
I
please
disagree.
relax. Well, what are you gonna do? Same thing. You're gonna be on social media, or you're gonna be playing video games, or what?
No,
or
no,
eating.
Wait, are you talking about 8 p.m. or 8 a.m.?
No, 8 p.m. 8 a.m. is work time for you.
Yes, exactly.
I said 8 p.m.
8 p.m. You're already out of work. Khalas, you have like
Yeah,
social
but-
responsibilities and
Exactly.
whatnot. And
But he's saying if I pass out and wake up at 12 a.m.
Yes, basically the whole thing that
do the things that you're always supposed to do.
you are in solitary, essentially.
you are, yeah.
And instead of مثلا being usually if I'm going to go about my regular schedule, I'm going to leave work, I'm going to go home, I'm going to go out, I'm going to meet somebody for dinner, for example, I'm going to go hang out at a friend's place. So these activities are now denied to me.
Yeah, but they're not every single day though.
Fair. But he's asking about this right now, this situation. You are up in the middle of the night. You are hungry. You have time to kill. الوقت الضايع حقه.
Yes, exactly.
What do you do?
Him?
Yes.
That's the question to us.
Of course, every time he wakes up, what do you do the first thing? شغل ahat.
Yes.
Okay.
It's automatic.
That's the alarm.
No,
It
no.
turns off.
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
That's actually how he wakes up. An aha comes
And
out.
then you leave the room and there's like, different version of ahat. And then, you go down to your kitchen, you set up your food, the things that you missed out on.
There is
Some more
Because
aha.
you're a dirty bastard, you're not going to wash your face or anything.
Of course.
It's midnight. Of
course.
You're supposed to go back to sleep again anyway.
Of course.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay,
Of course.
exactly. Dirty
So-
asshole, I swear to
so-
God.
Hey,
All y'all
لسه.
dirty.
أنا برجع أنام. Okay, أنا ما صحيت. Okay.
So
Nobody has seen me awake, then I am not awake. I am still asleep.
So I have been undergoing this experience for the past couple of weeks because work has been abysmal.
Abysmal.
To say the least.
Yes.
That means
So
bad.
I have basically discovered my routine is eat, play video games, and feel angry for no particular reason.
I feel anger at 2 a.m.
Yes, the night anger, as I like to call it.
Night anger.
Like really, like it's like I seethe for no reason.
But why are you seething?
I
though?
don't know.
I can give you the
Have you never tried to exploring the sources of your seethness?
No. No. You're not funny, Shamsi.
You're not
Okay.
funny in any
I'm
way,
just
shape,
trying
or
to
form.
figure out the
we
word here.
like we've been begging you for 300
No, but
episodes
you're
to
literally
stop your comedy.
on your own. Yeah, that's the
what?
perfect time for you to
keep digging, keep digging.
introspect.
Yes, and more introspection led me to more anger.
Okay, wow.
That's like prime workout time. Just use that. I know the super ego is telling you that, but you're not gonna do that whatsoever.
That's actually interesting. Do you do that, Turks?
Hell no.
Hell no, he doesn't.
Okay.
Bro, what are you talking
Like,
about?
we know that he has a rowing machine. We just don't know when he rows. What do you row?
He stopped
Turks?
rowing a long time ago.
Yes,
bro.
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
And he said it on this podcast. See, it shows how much
I was
attention
trying
you
to
pay
give
to
him
your own best friend.
I was trying to give him credit today.
Thank you, but I deserve none.
Okay. Wow.
Because he's honest. We call him honest Turks.
Yeah.
Good old honesters.
Anyway, we'll start with the wedding.
Okay.
Wow, the enthusiasm.
I was going to answer the
I don't know if
question.
it's
He doesn't
or the
care.
segue or the harsh
doesn't
left
care.
turn.
Okay.
I don't know. You didn't pick it up on when he stopped caring about this.
I'm
Yes.
just
It was like 5 minutes ago, and he's still talking.
Yes.
okay then.
Not fast.
okay.
then.
We're moving on then.
Your friend is not fast on the uptake.
Of course not. Shamsi, what's the score?
2-2.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's wild. Anyway, shout out to our Tens and Tens listeners. Wedding, hey, let's go. So I'm guessing they only saw the pictures. None of you caught the wedding.
Yep.
No.
I saw it on TikTok.
I was waiting for you to bullshit,
Yeah,
Shamsi, so
no.
I can call
I
you out.
caught El Milka, which is pre-wedding. Or was it Khutuba? I'm not sure. It was one of the pre-occasions that happened last week. Or 2
Cool.
weeks.
It was Henna.
Yeah.
Okay, so you saw it?
I saw like مقتطفات منها.
It was amazing. It was a show out.
Okay.
I did not expect it to be this wild.
The
in
term
any shape or form.
Wild? Is that
the
is
term-
that the correct
yes,
word?
the term fairy tale wedding shows up.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it was beautiful and simple.
Yes.
It wasn't over the top. There was no jewels that we stole from India. You know, there was no markings of us, you know, taking over other countries and being a colonial asshole. It was none of that. It was just pure, just authentic, traditional wedding.
There was culture on display, which is
Exactly.
not known to many people.
That's dope.
No, it was beautiful from the beginning to end. So your boy thought it was gonna be like a 2-hour thing, and you know, we're gonna be out, son. You know,
okay.
No.
When it's hour 10,
Hour 10.
hour
Okay.
11.
Okay, we're talking
Yeah.
about day.
There was a daytime event. There was a nighttime
Okay,
event.
so day 1 of the wedding because I
No,
stood in.
it was that day.
Okay.
It was that day.
Yeah. Multiple. Okay, the full day.
No, so it was 4 days, but there was different events.
Mm.
But the main thing was the 4th day or 5th day. I forgot what it was. And bro, like everybody showed out. You had all the world leaders' wives were there, which was amazing. You had all of our people. All of a sudden, Mohammed Abdu pops up. Like, yo, my guy.
As expected.
Yo.
Awad Hamad Abdul always appears.
Yo. حتى هنا.
Saudi culture represented. Okay.
Literally, yo.
Yes, yeah. Okay.
Here's our icon.
Yes, we need one Saudi culture sitting there. This is Mohammed Abdu.
No, but it was very beautiful and simple wedding, and the ceremony was amazing, and it was very, very festive. And I'm so happy that it was actually shown to the world, and you're showing our culture. And plus, like right now, I think over the last 5 years, like the Middle East overall, we are speaking a different language to the world. You know, and we're not only to the world, even to ourselves. We're all actually taking the things that we really actually, you know, that's close to our culture to heart, and to actually put our culture on our sleeve.
Taking pride in the things that.
The pride was always there.
Yeah.
We were always proud, but we never showed how proud we were.
We're
exactly.
re-embracing it.
Thank you. In a different way. In a more way that shows everybody. You know, I think the whole Middle East is being more inclusive with each other than they ever did before.
And this is
The right type of inclusive.
and this
pieces of shit.
and this is a real like nice move towards that as well. Yani seeing yani Jordanian and Saudi culture coming together and seeing that whole.
They are very
ceremony.
connected. من زمان.
True,
It's not
true.
nothing new.
But you know, at the same time, as you mentioned, it's kind of like a renewal of that relationship, and being able to put it on display like that for the whole world to see is it's a rare occasion. So it's
Yeah,
nice
it
to be
doesn't
able
happen.
to enjoy. Yeah,
I had someone who was telling me, he was like, I remember when his father got married.
which was 30, 40 years ago.
Yeah,
it was a
something
big
like
deal.
that.
Yeah.
It was a
Yeah.
big deal.
Like he came into power when he was 18, wasn't he?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, boy, we couldn't speak Arabic. You can see him like, Assalamu alaikum. Like you can really see that.
Interesting.
Yeah, because he came from the UK.
Fun fact: he was an extra on Star Trek.
Yeah, that came
Yes,
later.
that-
I remember
came
that,
later,
yeah.
Fun fact.
That is a very fun fact, actually.
And also, he was always very active. I don't know if you guys know anything about King Abdullah, but like he's known in the racing world. He would actually drive his own rally car.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Jordan's rallycross.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah,
That's actually
you
super
can find the videos on YouTube. So it's like watching all of that again and watching like the merging of two beautiful people, and enjoying themselves and loving each other. You can see the love in each other's eyes, something that none of you are going to experience in your lives.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've come to
The
peace
love in
with
your
it.
mother's eyes already died out. Also, I'm just trying to tell you.
I've-
we can only hope.
I've come to terms
hope,
with it.
Adel.
I've
We
come
can
to
only
terms with it.
I'm accepting it.
I'm accepting it.
Exactly.
I will be inflicted upon her.
But a bit.
We shall try, nonetheless.
It was really beautiful, and congratulations to them. Congratulations to the people of Jordan and
Alf
also the
Mabruk.
people of Saudi.
Yes.
We're so proud. We're so happy.
Yeah, man.
There was a lot of haters on the internet, and we thank you for your hate. We appreciate it. It was great entertainment,
I mean, the haters will always hate.
of course, and it's very nice to see that. Right?
And the haters are known. They're consistent. So
And they will find things to hate on and about. So it's,
they don't need a reason.
saving our energy by not engaging.
Watching the whites lose their shit over this is ridiculous.
Now, what's the reason?
How
now?
so?
Oh, because they're hypocrites. You know the vibe.
What's
know the vibe.
what's the excuse this time?
Why do royalties exist? And then when a certain person was getting married with her wokeness,
So it was so beautiful.
yo, so beautiful,
So beautiful fairy tale.
and she's black.
She's black.
And this is such a dream come.
Black woman entered the kingdom,
It's such a dream come true.
bro. Yeah, okay, these whites, bro.
No, but I love how we do things our own ways, and for us, it's just our own affair. You know? It's an Arab affair.
The comeback, I'd say, it's just like, you don't like monarchies? How are those republics doing, my friend? How are those democracies doing?
Bro, they don't like monarchies, yet they only have two colors to vote from, like fucking children. Blue or red. And they have no choice who's the blue, who's the red.
Yeah, basically, I'm going to be poor versus I'm going to be poor with a pride flag.
I have a friend of mine who is in government. Well, at my age, I think he should be getting something interesting soon. But anyway, we had that conversation once, and I was telling him very bluntly. I was like, listen, you act like you guys are not a fucking monarch. You guys are. But you just don't know it. Because by the time someone's running for president, he already ran through the system of the Republican Party, the Democratic Party. They already molded him to be the person they want to be. And the party is the actual leader. It's not the person. So you're actually choosing between a king and a queen. That's what the fuck y'all doing.
The term I like to use is George Bush Sr. and George Bush Jr.
Yes.
It's called the illusion of choice.
The Kennedy family.
Yes, the illusion of choice. You have a very limited spectrum of decisions, and either way, your votes are not really the things that control the system. Let's look at where the money's coming from.
What'd you vote for? Red.
Yeah.
What'd you for? Blue.
Okay.
Red is better than blue.
And then Microsoft and you know, everybody else, AT&T and everybody else pays the lobbyists, and that's how it works.
There's more into it. Also, keep in mind that all these major companies are voting Republican, not Democrat, but they look Democrat.
They look. And
that's the Twitter accounts, Badul.
Oh, that's your
the Twitter accounts.
Yes.
To our white listeners, you are aware there are political families in the U.S.
No. The Kennedys? No, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
The Rockefellers.
The Bushes.
Let's not bring that up.
Like
That's not real.
Yeah. Because they don't exist.
Because we chose.
Yeah.
Because we chose.
They don't exist, Badul. Yeah.
The state of Pennsylvania has a lot of things to say on politics.
Iowa, bro. Anyway.
We're getting off.
Yeah.
Screw the whites.
Congratulations to
have fun.
To the
Enjoy
wedding.
yourselves. Wish you all the best.
Yes.
Anyway, so what's in the news lately?
The shortest kidnapping ever.
Yo, did you see the details of it?
I have,
What do you know the whole story?
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I heard you guys mention it before the pub. So I have
Basically, there was a member of Saudi Airlines that was visiting Lebanon.
Okay. There's a question right there. I know. Okay, I'm gonna break down the story as you go through it. Right. So now, is this person, was he part of the flight crew, or was he part of the office that's over there?
I'm not sure.
Because every airport has an office. Yes. And that's the thing I was trying to figure out.
But aren't like
I'm trying to figure out what the whole story is.
Yeah,
we'll get to it because every part of it, trust me, is important.
Yeah, from what I understand, flights there are still embargoed. You can't really fly there. Yeah, as a Saudi citizen, you can't go there, will you?
I have no idea.
So there's no direct flights
that's
from
what
Saudi.
if you can't go from Saudi to Lebanon.
So what's going on?
Basically, there واحد من عيالنا كان هناك وخطف.
Okay.
He was kidnapped and surprise.
Okay, relax, bro. Let me tell the story. All right, you're skipping on so many things. They said he was going to work, right? Or on his way to the airport. 3 cars pulled up, guns out. This is how you do a story, my guy.
I'm sorry.
Right? You're ignoring all the 4 parts.
These are quite graphic details.
He just got kidnapped and they found him.
Okay, I'm getting visuals here. Okay.
Right?
I was going to dive into the geopolitics.
No. We'll get to that one at the end. All right. So 3 cars pull up. They drag him, guns out, hit him, put him in the car.
Yep.
Cars bounce.
Okay.
Right? And there was silence. The news came out that a Saudi got kidnapped, but no one knows what's going on.
This was when?
This was this week.
Okay.
Yes, very recently.
And then I'm going to say the story. You tell me where the geopolitical things you want to fill in.
Totally.
Because,
fill in the blanks. The geopolitical blanks.
There was a ransom call.
Yes.
And the accent was very distinct.
Okay.
Very South Lebanon.
Very South Lebanon.
Very Hezbollah.
Very distinct area.
Yes, very distinct. I'm like, who could that be?
Yes, and they asked for how much?
Is it like $600K?
$400,000, around like $1 million something riyal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Almost $1 million.
They called his family. They called the embassy.
They called the embassy.
Yes.
Okay.
And basically we said تبون على شحم.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
Yes.
That was the political term, I believe.
Yes.
The political manifestation of that.
Yes.
Term.
And then what happened in the middle?
There was like an operation near the border.
Before that. Before that. So what happened was Saudi told Lebanon, hey,
Fix your shit.
we've been telling you to fix your shit for a long, long time. You better fix this. And I think it's, I don't know, is it the Ministry of Defense or the Ministry of Interior in Lebanon came out and he's like, I'm not going to sleep until I find him. There's a couple of rumors that also Iran made phone calls to Lebanon. We don't know if it's real or not. Saying, yo, Hezbollah, yo, stop that. Yo, find that now.
It's not time.
It's not the time.
Come get your boy.
Exactly. We just came from the Arab League, bro. You can't do this right now. And so the guy who kidnapped them, by the way, his nickname is Abu Salla.
Okay.
Wow.
Guess why?
Because he is famed for kidnapping people?
No,
He
Abu
does.
Salla because he sells drugs through a
Salla.
little basket.
Oh, wow. Okay. How literal?
So I think I have his name.
It was connected to somebody Zaiter who was
His name is Ali Zaiter.
Ali Zaiter.
That sounds
His
familiar.
uncle,
What is
Is
it?
Nuh Zaiter?
his uncle is the ex-minister.
Of course.
Okay.
He's basically the Zaiter family in Lebanon. Is like El Chapo, but with hummus.
Okay.
Basically.
That's
Go
With
مشويات.
with a side of hummus.
Okay.
Wow.
Basically.
That's how we should look at it, basically.
basically like
قول شيش طاووق something, bro.
yeah, it's basically like ما الحكومة منا هون خي أنا الحكومة.
Okay.
Imagine that with مشويات next to this.
So they found the guy.
No, so what happened was they really took it to overjob, trying to figure out where the hell everyone is. All right. So when they found him, the military, they say the military. So in the process, they said they found out which cars it was, who was it owned by. They went to all these houses. They got everybody. Everybody was interrogated like crazy, trying to figure out where he was. And then they were told where he was. And then the military intervened in the middle of the night. And it was at the south border with Syria.
Yes, near the Syrian border.
The Syrian border. Okay. So there was an operation there and they got him. Didn't catch the drug lord,
No.
Abu Salla. Didn't catch him. This is why I find it very hilarious.
Wasalla slipped.
Abu Salla
Abu Salla slipped.
with his Salla.
Yes, El Chapo.
Yes. With hummus.
And alhamdulillah, they got him. He was safe and sound. They took him, they
Alhamdulillah.
did, what's the name, medical checkup on him.
Allah.
And he was okay. But again, this is something that's been happening, not the kidnapping part, but the issue it was drugs.
Of course.
Because right now, Saudi is doing a huge drug campaign, not only locally, but also internationally.
And these fellas are feeling the pain.
Oh, they're hurting. They're hurting.
So this was basically a reaction, let's say.
Thank you.
We got to balance the budget somehow.
Yes.
Basically, that was
That's
it.
not a very clever way of going about it, basically.
Well, that's the thing.
Causing an international incident.
Here's the thing.
That leads, governments and militaries to intervene.
This thing works in Lebanon with the Lebanese.
Yes.
That's the problem.
That's where that whole international incident is not a clever idea.
Shamsi, I want to ask you a question. Do you think a drug lord understands what the fuck politics is?
I mean, he's not that smart to start with.
Do you know why?
So I
We
would
have
imagine.
evidence, Shamsi. We have evidence of Latin America going through this with the US for how many years?
Yeah.
And people still pop up. It's
And,
never going to stop.
And El Chapo is still El Chapo.
No, he got caught. What are you talking about?
There's like El Chapo.
Son, he got caught also.
Inc.
Hummus Chapo.
Yeah.
Even his son, he got caught.
Yeah, we talk about,
Well, anyway, alhamdulillah salamtu.
Oh,
That was a ridiculous
alhamdulillah,
story.
salamta.
I'm glad that he's safe and sound.
And I have to show some sympathy to our Lebanese brothers and sisters because for them, this has been like an embarrassment. And it's like I've seen them a lot on social media saying like, yo, this isn't how it should be. We're not like this. Like they don't represent us, etc. It's like,
The thing is,
and
you cannot get them. You can't get them involved. Even if they want to apologize, they shouldn't be apologizing. We see their government.
yes,
We see what they're doing to their own people. So we understand the struggle that they go
They
through.
have to go
which
through
gets
that.
me to my second point. The apology, or basically the collective embarrassment, was one thing, and I wouldn't say jealousy, or basically like appreciation. Like, yo, this is a government that cares about its citizen. Like if it was us in this situation, like bye.
It's the same story I was telling you a while ago when my friend was telling me. He was like, if I'm lost in the Amazon, I'm going to keep looking at the sky because I know Saudi is looking for me. And this is one of those moments.
This is exactly an example of that
Exactly.
playing out in
Like
reality
the whole thing didn't last a day.
Yeah, it didn't even continue 24 hours.
from beginning to end.
Yeah.
That's
Alhamdulillah,
that's pretty strong. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, and
And if that's good, if that shows you anything, that shows you the amount of gravity that Saudi is able to exert on situations, basically.
it also shows the coming together. Everybody's watching Saudi playing nice with everybody, making deals with everybody, trying to make the whole region stronger. And so that brings us together. And we really hope that the Lebanese government really gets the shit together because there are people suffering because of that. Yeah, since that explosion,
And before that.
before
they-
that is one thing, but that explosion,
That explosion really wrecked them. It's
come on, man.
like they're still suffering from it.
Yeah, Rabbi Awadum, man. Like it's not fun. It's not fun to see them struggle like this, especially in our region where we should be all helping each other. But again, the reason Saudi doesn't give money to your government is because your government is not even using the money properly.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Is that my dog barking?
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure. All right. Anyway, after all the news.
What else is going on in the world's...
بنتنا وولدنا رجعوا من الفضاء.
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Oh, yes, the national heroes are back home.
Let's go.
Alhamdulillah.
Bro, I was about to go to sleep, and all of a sudden, for some reason, I just opened up YouTube and it just was there. I was like, oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
We're staying awake today.
I thought you had the live stream on, basically.
No, I turned on my TV. I was like, let me watch something before I go to sleep. And it said 6 minutes live streaming already. I opened it up and I'm like, okay, these guys are about to come in. All of a sudden, I saw the whole thing, man. You guys didn't see it?
No, I missed
Oh,
it.
remind me. I have to show you the video. It's really amazing.
It was a pretty long trip, though. 12 hours, was it? From until they
I do not know. But
Yeah,
I think it was
coming up was like 15 hours, so it makes sense. Like down is similar.
the landing, though. The landing in the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like imagine after you land, you're still stuck there for like another 40 minutes until you
You're
get
just
out.
waiting. But imagine that feeling of finally being back on Earth. Like
that's
feeling that,
incredible.
like من جد يعني coming back and feeling gravity, just feeling gravity, feeling like, okay, this is how
My God, the fact that
this
you're
is
talking.
this is how my reality is.
That's
now.
got to be a trip, just going
Yeah.
from 0
Yeah.
G's to Fajr.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and that was the thing. So when they landed in the ocean and they got them and they pulled them into the ship and they got them closer so they can open the door.
Yeah.
They were spraying the whole door to make sure that everything's okay. There's no toxins and so on. So when they open it, I'm like waiting. All of a sudden, the people are coming in, they're coming out, coming in and coming out. All of a sudden, it turns out I totally forgot about gravity.
They were just going to walk, walk up the stairs. And
I was like, oh, wait, these guys didn't experience any gravity for like 7 days now.
Exactly. Your body is not going to be able to stand up on its
When
own.
they dragged them in, right?
skateboards or something like that. Huh?
Yeah, so no, there wasn't skateboard. So they put these panels so they can basically slide them
Slide them
out.
down.
Yeah, not an actual skateboard, but you know what I'm saying.
just slide
Space
them out.
skateboards.
So slide them out and then they stand up and they can walk.
Okay.
So Peggy was the first one. Peggy has like 672
Most
days
experience.
in space, right? So she got up and they were holding her and she waved and then she started walking and they were like, "Oh, Peggy has been so used to this. Look how she's walking. She's okay." Like they're holding her, but she's walking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Uh-oh,
Yeah.
oh please." I'm like, Ali Garni is an Air Force pilot, so I'm sure that he's gonna be okay. I was like, I don't want our girl to trip. She's our baby. Like, we need to make sure our girl's okay.
True.
So the other guy comes out, same thing. I was like, okay, this guy's a skydiver, also a race car driver. Okay, he's into extreme sports. All right, he's fine. And then Layana comes out, and they pick her up, and she gets up. They're holding it. All of a sudden, she pushes it away. She's like, "Hi!" She's just waving her hands.
That's the excitement.
Yeah, I was like, "Let's go! Make her proud! Don't fall for these motherfuckers! You better not trip!"
Keep walking.
Yeah, then Ali came out, also amazing, and everybody was just all smiles and happy, man. It was beautiful. Alhamdulillah, I'm so happy they came back. They are basically heroes.
Thank
Icons, national icons as well.
Adding more national icons to the icons they already have. It's amazing.
yeah, thank God it wasn't me because I'd never shut up about it. Like,
True.
لا تكلمني كنت في الفضاء.
We would accept. I think we would accept.
I was in
that.
space.
Hello, Earthling.
Here's the thing. They were training for a year before they went.
Yeah.
They spent 1,000 hours studying orbital mechanics. Takeoff and landing, just 1,000 hours. What to do if there's a failure, what's going to happen. Okay? And I think they went to NASA. They went to Japan. And that third country, I forgot what it was. I'm not sure if it's China or New Zealand or Russia. I'm not really sure, but they went to a third country. And like they were telling me like the training process, how they used to put them in like an area similar to the ISS. And then like, for them to be comfortable.
How they would go
spaces.
about. Yeah, exactly.
And when you said that, they're studying for 1,000 hours. I remember خوينا اللي he took aerodynamics aerospace engineering.
Okay.
They're like, oh, I can.
Right to the moon. Moon.
I can Shamsi my way into this.
You know what? I know what orbital mechanics means. Number one.
I know
I
planets.
don't know how it works. I know what it means.
I know the name of planets and
I
stars.
know how it works in theory. This is not a natural
No,
practice.
you don't.
Yeah.
You liar.
Yeah, I read a book about it, so I'm gonna go.
No, 'cause one
Take a shot.
of the nice things that I actually came across was the fact that they actually did some of the experiments that they did with basically students in Saudi.
Yeah,
they-
so that was
yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, so that I didn't know what that.
You've
about
never
that
seen.
before.
I want to kick you in the
Live
face.
stream.
Yeah.
NASA does it all the time.
They do.
Live streaming
What
and
was the
talking
guy
to
called?
students.
Hatfield?
I never
Something like
saw
that. He was there for
actually.
like so long in space. It will show you when he squeezes like a towel full of water, how it looks like. Kids will give him like things. Universities will tell them, "Yo, we're trying to study 1, 2, 3, 4, 5," and they'll be live with the university,
No, but
working on
I mean,
everything.
that's what I'm saying. Having that for schools in Saudi and kids across Saudi, and having a
That's
Saudi,
inspiring.
Oh my
you know,
God,
exactly.
that was the idea
That's
from the beginning.
Inspiration.
Y'all don't pay attention, do you?
I mean, honestly,
Oh, hold on. You actually thought they're just gonna go to space and just hang out?
no, it's not about that. It's about that integration with kids in Saudi, other than the
Science.
experiments,
That was part of
Science.
it.
exactly other than
From
the
day
experiments
one.
that they
Yeah.
were going to be doing on their own.
That was
in
from
the
day
ISS.
one. It was
Yeah.
supposed to be a science and it's supposed to be educational, and for them to do testing for universities.
There's a thing called 360 approach. Yeah, Shamsi.
maximizing basically your exposure.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're there
بتروح
for 7
الفضاء,
days.
what can we do? Okay, make kids happy,
Is one of the
Make kids smart.
Okay.
smart,
Make kids smart.
which will become happy.
Inspire, basically.
Inspire, exactly. That's the right
That's
word.
the right word.
Inspiration.
Yeah, alhamdulillah, I met him. It was amazing.
That's right.
Other interesting news: the Saudi census came out.
Okay.
Oh, give me the data.
Do you have the data?
I don't have the data. I have the story, but
Okay. Tell the
basically,
story. I'll give you the data.
the gist was that there was a correction of the numbers, if that makes sense.
Correction. Okay. What does that mean?
Basically, we are around 50%, if I'm not mistaken.
All right. How about you?
What?
It was,
Can't take care of this, please. Thank you, sir.
since you have the breakdown,
I have the breakdown. Yeah, let me tell you this. All right. So citizens, not citizens, the population of Saudi, it's at 32,175,224.
32 million.
yes.
Okay.
175,000.
Yes.
Okay.
32,175,000. Saudis 18.8 million,
Okay.
which is 58.4%.
58.
0.4%. Non-Saudis 13.4 million, 41.6%.
Correct.
I think you guys could have done the math.
Interesting. No, I couldn't. So,
All right.
Habasya.
How is that off from what I said?
yourselves.
So
Male,
around 60-40.
males, okay, biologically.
Are you talking about the whole population or Saudi citizens?
No, it just
Again,
says
the whole
population. It just says
population.
males. I'm thinking it's all whole population.
Yeah.
Okay.
61.2%.
Correct.
Okay.
Let's go, boys! Let's go! Let's go! I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Yeah. We're still not going to win.
boys.
I'm just letting you know.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
I think that accounts for a lot of the laborers that we have, basically
I know. Still, let's go.
guest workers that the country has.
The females, 12.5 million with 38.8%.
Okay.
You want more breakdowns? I can give you more breakdowns.
More breakdowns.
There's so many of them.
So exciting.
The Riyadh population.
Oh, you want that full breakdown? I actually have it, but that's gonna be way too long to go through.
I'm just curious. Yeah.
It's very detailed, bro. Like sweet detail.
I'm curious to see
The
how
median age of people living in Saudi is 29.
much. Okay.
Hello.
which held for the past few decades, and it's been consistent, alhamdulillah. Yeah.
This is the population. Saudis 25.
Saudi's 25.
Yes.
Okay.
Average age of Saudis is 25.
Whole
Again,
lot of
consistent.
youngins.
Yes. Number of families in Saudi 4.2 million. Average number of each family is 4.8.
So how much growth is that from the last census? Do you guys know? Do you guys have any idea?
No, bro, I'm not doing the math like that.
Okay.
You need to relax.
No.
Because there's been
Live in the now.
no, but see, over the past couple of years, there's been a lot of guest workers that have left the country as well. So, when you say it balances out, is that what you meant?
Well, from what I've read, it's been consistent, and we're in a good
Couldn't.
place.
Because we're taking the numbers better than we ever did before.
Yes.
Especially the last 3 years, 4 years.
Yeah, I remember it's like we've had a guesstimation for like the past 10 years,
Yeah.
and alhamdulillah, it's been consistent with that. Yeah.
Bro, they came and rang my bell for like a whole week until I
I
answered.
remember I took that census.
Yeah, they kept coming back, and I respected that. Here's something interesting. The percentage of Saudis under the age of 30.
I'd say it's the majority.
70%, something like that.
80%.
It was like in the 70s last time I remember.
63%.
63.
Yep.
Okay.
Which tells it that at least people are having kids later, I think. Which is normal. It's not something to be worried about.
It's more a
The
global
average
trend.
percentage of apartments, 51%.
Oh.
Yes.
But this is across the entire country.
Yes.
That's a huge difference, though.
You're talking about renting apartments or owning apartments?
No, apartments.
I think it's owning. I don't think it's renting.
I think it's both.
Actually, maybe the number of
Yeah.
apartments,
It's both,
most likely.
yeah.
Because those two things are very, very different.
I know.
Renting versus
Yeah, but
owning.
again, you look at some areas in the country, and you have a lot more people living in Sharqiya. You have a lot of people living in apartments there. for
And
example.
here's the
Jeddah,
thing,
you have a lot of
there's-
people. Hatta
there's-
Riyadh, the growth in
There
that.
is a lot of internal movement, way more than it used to be.
Yes.
Where you have people going from, let's say, regional cities into the major cities, or from Jeddah to Riyadh, or Riyadh to Jeddah,
Which means more apartments.
which means more temporary living, if that makes sense. So that explains the whole apartment thing.
True.
Okay, go on.
And I'd say even that a lot of people have changed their attitudes towards living in general
True.
back in the day.
That's true.
Like the idea of having an apartment in general would have gotten you laughed out of every house that you just came to get married into or whatever. Like انت ما عندك حتى بيت توكل. Now
Much more acceptable.
يجيب شقة
Yeah.
لحمك.
تكفى.
The percentage of non-Saudi males,
Non-Saudi males.
I'd
Yes.
say it's a lot.
of course, it's going to be
60.
Percentage.
percentage, yes.
60, I'd say.
لا دقيقة. How does that work?
No, I'll give it 30.
دقيقة. Wait, percentage of
Non-Saudi males.
60, around 60, yeah. I would say around 60.
I don't know why he said 30. I
Yeah.
have no idea.
Again, guess we have a lot more.
76%.
Yeah, that's high.
76%
Yes.
Yeah, and we're talking.
of the males in Saudi
No, we're talking.
are
About,
non-Saudis.
Non-Saudis.
we're talking about if we're
The
living.
majority-
Non-Saudi males living in Saudi.
The majority of non-Saudis are males, which makes sense.
The majority of non-Saudis in the country are.
Ah,
males.
okay. Out of the non-Saudis, how
Yes.
many of them are?
Correct.
Ah,
Yes.
okay. I
Yes,
thought,
yes.
out of the males, how
75%.
many
No.
are non-Saudis?
And 24% females.
Yeah,
I think that
that makes
rise is only because of Real season. Anyway, so
Oh,
I don't think that's how
Hey.
it works, but okay.
I don't know. They're traveling from Dubai the whole anyway.
never mind.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Do you have a breakdown on the nationalities? I assume it's very.
I had it. Hold
I'd
on.
assume like South Asian would be very overrepresented in the
I would-
expats. Like we're
That-
talking India,
of course.
Pakistan,
Top two.
Bangladesh.
I would say India, Pakistan would be top 2.
Actually, I
Maybe-
have that somewhere because that was super interesting.
Maybe
Thank you for reminding me of
Egypt.
that
Maybe
one.
Egypt would be a third.
I'd say Egypt would be the most represented Arab country. I'm willing to bet on that because it's been a minute. And
I would agree actually.
You keep talking among
I
each
need to
other.
figure out how many people are in Riyadh al-Hin.
it's around 10 million, I think, or nearing that.
10 million?
It's easily one of the
can tell
top,
you, I can tell
top
you.
5.
Out
Riyadh,
of three.
Riyadh is 8.591 million.
Out of
8,591,000.
30 كم قلت لي؟ Saudi?
32 something.
Yeah.
Out of 32, you got
500.
5.3 million males, 3.2 million females. If you are triggered because I keep seeing males and females, just keep shaking your fist in the air.
Malik, they're shaking.
Guess who's number 2 after Riyadh?
25%.
I'd say Mecca.
Mecca.
Mecca with 8,021,000. And then after
But
that,
see, in Mecca,
So they're
we're
both
talking about-
8.
This we're talking about Mecca as
Wait. Mecca is 8 million.
yes.
I always thought it was like 5 million or something.
So
like that.
Talk about Mecca, the region.
50% of the population is either in
Riyadh or Mecca.
Riyadh or Mecca.
Yes.
Yes, but we're saying Mecca the region,
that's
not
huge.
Mecca the city.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that includes Mecca and Jeddah and Taif, maybe, probably.
The Eastern Province, Sharqiya, guess how much?
7.
لا
7 or 6.
لا around 4 maybe.
Because that's we're talking about Khobar, Dammam, Al-Ahsa,
Yeah.
Jubail, so on.
Yeah, we're talking about
5.1.
somewhere,
Really?
Yeah.
in the middle or between.
Medina Munawwara.
I'd say
لا,
not
around-
not even 3.
لا لا maybe
2
around
maybe.
2.
Yeah, 2.1.
Around 2. But again, Medina Munawwara, we're talking about the
Hail,
entire.
I know.
Hello.
Hail, I
Okay.
know for a fact, is just barely 1 million.
Who do you think is after Medina Munawwara?
قصيم.
نيوم.
لا لا. Which is
يعني حولها.
Yo, give me.
I'd say القصيم.
Yeah.
Asir.
I say
Oh, really?
interesting.
Yes, Asir with 2 million. Then after Asir, who do you think?
But Asir has a lot of towns as well. Yes.
After Asir, who do you think you have? Give me a think.
Hail.
لا not high.
Jazan, 1.4. After Jazan is Qasim, 1.3.
Okay.
After Qasim is Tabuk, 886. And then Hayal, 746. El Jof, 595. You've been to El Jof. Did you see 595? No. You saw 5.
I've also been to Hayal. I did not see that many people either.
Najran, 592. الحدود الشمالية 373. الباحة, my people, 339.
Oh, انتوا أقل شيء. Okay.
Yes.
وسع ما شاء الله عندكم.
What do you know about that, son?
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Really, I thought Al-Baha would have been way more.
No. Not yet.
You're working on it. You're working on it.
They just saw the numbers. Not yet. Don't worry about that. This
Challenge
time
accepted.
next year,
Challenge
they're
accepted.
going to build new hospitals for Baha. Okay? Because there's not enough beds. Challenge accepted. All Ghamdis right now. Muzaharin. Challenge accepted. Let's triple.
Okay, suddenly you hear
Next to every house. there's a band in the middle of the night.
It's just يلا تزوجوا.
انت وحش.
But that's an interesting breakdown. Yeah, that says that there's a lot of concentration within two regions basically across the country.
Yeah, the breakdown, it's been consistent with what we've known for a while now. There isn't something that really stood out. There's no big shocker in the census.
It's good to know that you have consistency in terms of population growth, in terms of
The only curiosity that I'm wondering about is the breakdown of the expats.
I'm trying to find it. I had it somewhere right here. I will find it for you, even if we have to wait for this whole podcast.
Persevere.
It's our podcast.
Persevere.
Okay, we make the decisions in here. I really hope it's this one.
No, but saying for the size of our country, 32 million is not that many, honestly.
There's a bit significant part of it is desert.
True.
It's called الربع الخالي because ربع البلد.
But not even that. حتى if you look at the northern regions, it's not that populated overall compared to the central.
We just had the conversation about Mongolia before we recorded the podcast. Mongolia is a very big country.
As we usually do.
Very big
We
country.
usually talk about Mongolia, yeah.
The population is like basically living in 1% of the land.
Yeah, but that has something to do
Because habitability is a big thing when it comes to land populations.
All right, I got it.
Trouble.
Where y'all want to start?
At the top.
Number one,
India.
you?
Pakistan.
Pakistan.
Bangladesh.
Bangladesh.
Yes,
Okay.
2.1 million. And then India, 1.8 million. Then Pakistan, 1.8 million.
Really?
El Yemen, 1.8 million. Egypt, 1.4.
Oh,
Yemen.
Egypt's number 5.
Yes.
Okay.
Sudan, 819. Philippines, 725. Syria, 449.
Bangladesh is number 1?
Yeah,
I'm trying to figure out why.
بلديات mostly.
There's a lot of them أصلاً عموما.
After Syria, it's Nepal, 297.
True.
And then Jordan, 204. I think that's like 25% of Jordan. Shout out to Jordan. Yeah, I love you.
We family.
We're family. We can start to talk shit, all right?
We can joke now.
We can joke now.
In moon.
After Jordan is Indonesia, 175. Guess who's after Indonesia?
Thailand.
Oh, y'all will never guess this.
America?
Myanmar.
Myanmar.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Out of the blue. 163.
Yeah, it makes sense.
It's the same area
Where
as
is-
Nepal,
Yes.
Same area as Nepal.
Okay.
Barmawiya from
Yep.
Myanmar.
Okay.
Ethiopia, 159. Afghanistan, 132.
I would imagine a lot more Indonesians. Yeah.
Okay, imagine. Anyway. So weird, like, bro, I'm talking here. I can imagine. Okay, imagine, bro. What's so weird, kind of thing?
Keep imagining.
Keep imagining, bro. Afghanistan, 132. Our brothers and sisters, Palestine, 129. Uganda, 127. Kenya, 91. Sri Lanka, 84. Nigeria, 79,000, by the way. That's 79 people. Okay. Lebanon, 52,000.
Really?
Yes, you thought it was a lot, صح?
It used to be a lot,
52,
I
It
imagine.
used to be back in the day, bro.
Back in the day.
52,000 is a lot,
Yes. Lebanon, 52. Kuwait, 50.
which is also a
50,000,
lot.
yes.
Yes, 50,000 Kuwait.
Which goes to show you what?
I'd imagine
That's the last country on the list.
No,
Right?
there's still another one, but you want me to give you
No,
like,
yeah.
submit?
The bottom 5.
Bottom 5, bottom coming in at the last.
Yeah.
Okay, Oman with 3,600 people.
Really?
Yes.
That's the last.
That's a shock. Because I feel like I've been seeing Omanis a lot lately.
No, but see,
You've seen them all.
Maybe tourism.
We're talking about Omanis working in Saudi.
Yeah, these are people actually living here.
Living and
okay, fair
working in
Okay.
Saudi.
coming in right on top of Oman
Laos.
is South Africa, 4,800,
Makes sense.
and going up. I can't pronounce this, and I won't.
No, but
I want to try.
I've encountered South African medical personnel, so
Burkina Faso.
Okay, there we go.
Burkina Faso.
Okay,
The
I did
term,
not see that bad, by the way. I'm like, is this Ukraine?
yeah, he thought that was a verb when he read it.
With 5,000, and then France 5,100.
Really?
Let's just go up to different ones. Qatar 7,000. That's like what, like 60% of Qatar already.
Probably.
Okay.
Um,
Sorry, 68.
Give or
68,
take.
69. Nice.
Give or take.
UAE 8,300.
makes sense.
Iraq 6,400. Bahrain 16,600.
We are international.
I have no idea.
No, but
like
we're not looking at anything, but for me, it's just
that's
interesting.
all of Bahrain. And
Look, it's just interesting looking at where most of the populations come from. And you do encounter a lot of these different nationalities as you go through.
9,600 Canadians.
Hey,
Okay.
That's
20,485 whites, Americans
Americans.
U.S. citizens.
live in Saudi.
20,000.
Yes. UK 17,865 mates.
might.
How many Australians?
Australians, my people.
Oh, yeah.
No.
None. None. You can't even make it to the list.
Nah, mate.
Exactly.
No.
Australia.
I'm
nah,
gonna stay
mate.
here where the winters are hot and the summers are cold.
The term you're looking for is nar.
No.
Thailand 6,200.
You have to chew on that R.
I'm saying, then again, they have their own desert, so that makes sense.
Well, anyway, Thailand was 6,200 since you were asking.
That's not the only thing we have to offer is desert.
I mean, that's what they have. I'm just looking in terms of what they have.
Fun fact: Australians have more camels than us.
Okay, another fun fact.
It's bigger than us.
Bangladesh, 1.9 million males and 165,000 females.
Whoa, that's a disparity.
Yeah.
Talk about an imbalance.
لا يا شيخ.
يعني,
What's happening?
تكفى.
what is imbalance theory?
Is this?
Oh,
They beat Paris. They beat PSG.
They did.
On the final day.
No. Yeah, they won the
Is
league,
it?
didn't they?
Or is this a cup? Yeah, who gives a shit? Anyway,
Yeah,
it's-
I know.
Very riveting for the
Yeah.
listeners.
And-
Yeah,
and I'm surprised that Turks was the one who asked what's going on.
Because it looks like chaos. Yeah.
Yeah, there's chaos on the football field, basically, is what's going on.
Yes, there was chaos on the football field. What's the news? All right.
What?
And
What else is going
apparently
on?
there's interesting legislation in the European Union about AI and artificial intelligence and
Did you
crypto.
read about it?
No, because you told me about it just
Yes.
now.
What did I say? I said, listen, I don't want to talk about this on the podcast because I haven't read it yet.
See?
And he
See?
mentions it on the podcast.
This is how he does segues. Okay.
His segues are trash.
Watch and learn.
I think that happened, I think last month. I think it was in May. I don't remember. Or maybe it was in March. That all just, flew by us and none of us paid attention. Anghami did an AI newsroom.
Okay, what does that even mean?
Basically, Anghami is a streaming app.
Okay.
And there's a newsroom that is AI.
So it's like a robot just that says
Basically.
news 24 hours.
Yes, it's nonstop.
Okay.
How does that work?
Very creepy.
Yeah.
Hello.
And I was wondering, I was like why you show me something that you think it's innovative, right now. I was surprised. And then a month later, their annual report came out. Okay. So it's one of those things when you are a company trying to show you doing something new so you can get your numbers up. Yeah, it's not working. But the idea of an AI newsroom, bro, news is not hard. Like there's news everywhere. I don't need something on here to tell me what the news is.
But
Yeah, what's AI gonna do with
What's
it?
the idea
And
here?
isn't Anghami for music and stuff?
It's content. You want content.
That's what
Yeah,
everybody's
but
doing
like
right now.
news doesn't come to mind when I hear Anghami.
I don't open Apple Music or Spotify for news.
I never thought of actually going to Spotify for news, but basically what you're doing is you're muscling it into, radio, I guess. That's
Exactly.
where you get your news from, usually.
Exactly.
Plus, with using
Yeah, but
using AI basically
have-
saves you money because you don't have to hire human anchors.
know.
We
I'm
have
gonna do
use
that.
cases of AI literally making shit up.
Yes.
There was that
The lawyer one.
the
recently.
lawyer one with the multiple flights, and he asked for case law on flights from an AI, and he asked, "Are you sure?" I'm like, "Yeah, don't worry about it.
I got you.
I got you." Citation me.
Again,
You were here for that story, right?
Yeah, I remember seeing that. But again, I'm guessing this will be developed in a way where it basically has a confirmed number of sources.
Do you know
where,
what? Do you know what's your problem?
You know?
Okay, this is the problem that you always had. Every time we talk about something, you tell us, I am sure that they did the due diligence.
That's how I would do that.
Exactly, but let's be more realistic. That's not what's happening.
I would do it in a way where, okay, I'm like the BBC, CNN, these are the news sources that I'm going to rely on.
I'll ask you a question.
Like an RSS
Yeah, that's
feed.
the news app.
Yeah,
if Bard
but now you
and
speak it for me.
ChatGPT did not get it right, طيب?
Oh, they're already not getting it right.
Exactly.
Very much
How
so.
do you think Anghami is going to get it right, bro?
No, trust
Ma
us.
عليك.
Okay. No, fuck that,
Let's
bro.
begin
Don't give me
with
my
ma
Alec.
عليك.
Yeah.
All right, bro. You're just talking for
What's
sake
the
of talking.
point? What's the point of having an AI newsroom when there's a thing called an RSS feed? I don't get it.
Because it's
have no
reading
idea.
to you instead of you doing the reading
You can have
yourself.
any virtual assistant read the news to you. You can have Siri, Alexa, the Google Assistant.
How often have you done that?
No. Fuck off.
Wait. And how much news would it give you?
If there's a news story that I'm interested in, and I'm driving, I'm letting Siri read it to me.
I'll ask you a question. If I
very
say
slow, but
Siri,
You are a liar.
If I'm saying,
I've done it a couple of
You're not
times.
going to do it.
if I'm driving and I say Siri, what's on the news?
Okay.
How many stories is Siri actually gonna tell me?
I have a question for you, Shamsi. Are you going to be using this feature?
On Anghami?
Yes.
Probably not.
Are you
No way
using
in
it?
hell.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. You're defending something that you're never going to use.
Not.
But it's
Now
AI, it's family. He's got to defend it. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm asking another question, Shamsi. Right?
No, but so why is it a bad idea?
Can I ask another question, Shamsi?
I don't think it's a bad idea.
Let me ask another question, Shamsi.
Sure.
How do you get your news?
From y'all.
Stop bullshit.
No, that's Turks.
No, that's not
Yeah,
bullshit.
that's
That's
true.
Turks.
Yeah, that's-
you don't
that's-
do that. All right.
Nowadays, I'm not as engaged with the news
Hello,
as
what
I
is
am
that?
on a regular basis.
Because-
But it's the internet. It's
Because
always
you're
the
hoeing.
internet.
You're doing a lot of hoeing
It's
now.
either-
There's no time.
It's either it used to be social media, okay,
Wow.
not so much. Reddit, in a sense, is a lot of my news source, but it's a very biased
All
news
right.
source.
Let me get to the next question.
Twitter,
Oh my God. Okay, we get the point. You have
Next
different
question.
things. Listen to me.
okay.
Will you
What's
use...
the fucking point that you want to get to?
I'm getting to it.
Okay.
You're fucking talking.
Go.
Do you listen to radio? Do you look for news on the radio,
Not
Chelsea?
for news on the radio. I don't look for it, no. But if I'm playing the radio while I'm driving and it's 8
Do you
o'clock.
ever play the radio?
Yes.
Yeah, he does,
And,
he does.
Yeah. And if it's 8 o'clock, then I'm listening to the news. I'm listening to what the hell they're saying.
But that's my question to you. You have a system of how you're going to get your news from the sources,
Yes.
right? Why am I going to rely on something that is Anghami to give me news, yeah, Shamsi? Is what the fuck I'm trying to get to.
because there's a lot of people that are not like me that have a system.
Okay, everyone in your age bracket, how many of them give a shit about the news, yeah, Shamsi?
Very little.
Thank
yes,
you.
exactly.
See what the
And
fuck I'm going
here's
to?
the thing: the people who don't have a system will not develop a system as well. Yeah.
He kills me, bro. He kills me when he defends shit that he doesn't even believe in.
Yeah, but anyone on Anghami does this. It's offering a new way for people to consume content.
Who's
No,
going to
that's
use
what's
it?
happening.
Who's going to use it?
It's more reason for you to spend time on Anghami.
It's a thing for
Hold
the-
on. You keep defending, right? Apple released, well, actually, they rebranded their news app.
Okay.
And now you get all the news into one app. Are you subscribed?
Nope.
Then shut the fuck up, Shamsi. Stop defending shit that you don't give a shit about.
Apple News is not relevant to me.
Here's the
Bro,
thing:
it's
this-
not Apple News. They
It's
put
not
all
news
the
about Apple.
Yo, this guy's stupid, yo. He's killing me.
It's all the news sources in one spot.
Okay.
It's not,
exactly-
we're making a new iPhone. 1 year later, we're making another iPhone. That's not the entire app.
Yo, this guy's dumb,
So
yo.
you see all the news sources. Does that include local news?
Everything.
كله.
Everything. The Washington Post, the New York Post.
Does that include local news, bro?
Everything. All the news is there.
Yes.
All the newses?
Yes, all the
All the
news.
newses.
all the news.
all the news, all the warriors, كلهم.
So you have that on your phone. You can say, you know what? Anghami got this.
Bro, why do I have to pay for it? I don't.
I used it for a while, to be honest.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay for it. You don't have to pay
And
for
that's
it.
part of subscription
Yeah,
now. isn't
there
it?
we go.
There's,
Since when?
Like
Since
2 years now?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then I used it 2 years ago.
He's not the news, bro.
Do you use it?
All the time.
Apple?
I bought a subscription and it's an extra.
Forget that. Okay.
No, I use it. I still open this.
Well, how functional is it to you?
Yeah, it gives me what I want.
Shamsi, there's a thing called shit. We have an earnings call next week. We have to make something up.
That was it. That was one of them.
That was Apple. That was,
دقيقة جيب AI بسرعة. شير هولدر. هلا تفضل AI.
Yes, exactly. It was literally it. Like when I saw the annual report come out and they're like, oh, we're 32% better than before. I'm like, your only cash is low, bro. You got enough cash to function.
People are still trying to figure out how to make AI work for them.
It
Okay.
still works without subscriptions. Like,
Oh, for real? I thought it was part of the news.
بس ما يعطيك news كويسة.
it gives you the news that you subscribe to.
يعطيك news Z+. تبغى news A لازم تدفع.
That reminds me of what I like to call the Google problem.
What is the Google problem?
Google, they have a rewards program internally for shipping new products.
Okay.
Notice I said shipping and not sustaining new products.
Okay.
The amount of failed...
اوف شوف شايف انت.
Yes, the guy is.
The amount of failed. Sorry, he's a kid.
I wanted the pause to make my contempt very visible.
No, next time, just do this. He'll pay attention.
I'll jiggle my car keys.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Okay.
He'll pay attention then.
So the amount of products that Google has shipped and discontinued is incredible.
It's ridiculous, bro.
It's ridiculous. Google Glass, remember that? That was a thing.
Yeah.
Didn't last a year. Google Stadia.
Because privacy.
No, it was basically
the people were actually beating up people who were wearing it.
Again, because privacy.
Because privacy.
because privacy.
You're in public, bro.
Yeah, no, don't film me. Don't.
This
film
thing,
me.
no one was filming.
I don't know
But
that.
people they were not accustomed to someone walking around with a lens in
Don't
their face.
X-ray my.
No one's X-raying you.
Again, I don't know how it works.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's the point.
No, I'm saying that's how people thought.
This guy.
That's how people thought.
Listeners, I can see Adil's vein right here.
Bro,
it's in front of my
kills
face.
me.
The vein is in front of my
Like
face.
he argues shit that he doesn't know shit about, bro. Well, again, that's the podcast.
Go on.
That is the dynamic.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Literally why we're here.
On brand, champs. On
On
brand.
brand.
On brand.
Google Stadia, remember that? That was a big push.
That was the game thing, right?
That was the cloud gaming thing. That they really spent a lot of that.
We covered it on this podcast.
died.
I don't know how he can't remember it.
So yeah.
See, I don't keep track of failed projects.
It's not fair. I mean,
I only look for W's. I only look for W's.
There's so many layups in that sentence.
I only keep track of the wins. All of the losses, forget about them.
Exactly. Winners are just for winners, bro.
Yes, homie.
I apologize.
الموسم اللي هبطت فيه ما هبطت انا.
Exactly.
I've been here all the time.
لا تدور زلتي.
Exactly. I'm not looking for Champions League next year. Right, Shamsi?
اي وشو تشامبيونز ليج
ايش
لا يا حبيبي انت تبغى تفوز الدوري لازم تطلع من الشامبيونز ليج.
ايوه.
اوكي تقعد موسم برا الشامبيونز بعدين تفوز الدوري.
And watch City win it and we'll have this conversation over again. Who? Exactly. That's what I thought.
فريق ابو ظبي.
That's what we're going to name them from now on?
فريق ابو ظبي.
Freak Abu Dhabi?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, anyway. Well, we're recording this on a Saturday, but I think we can play this because by the time
I think it already dropped.
I think it already dropped. Oh, you know what? Hold on. My bad. My bad. Let's go over again. I really think it just dropped right now. Oh, where is it?
So we are being timely.
Watching Tottenham not drop it right now. I'm going to kill him. I swear to God. Oh, you got, man, my boy, son. Let's go. New Ntitled Moayed track just came out. Dabbaba.
Yes, sir.
Finally, it's coming out. Finally. Hey, yo, Gala, you can stop asking me for it now. It's already available for everybody. Let's go. The boys are back.
ما تحرق إلا رجلي واطيها اي بالله النار ما تحرق إلا رجلي واطيها اي بالله النار ما تحرق إلا رجلي واطيها اي بالله النار ما تحرق إلا رجلي واطيها النار ما تحرق إلا رجلي واطيها.
You know it's gonna be hype.
Very hype.
You know it's gonna be hype. It's gonna be hype.
That's the word I was looking for.
Let's go.
احنا بدبابة كلام كثير يحتاج حسابة كبير خطير زي فيل الغابة زي الأسد إذا كشر نابة أجيب سعادة جرس انصراف يقول شاف كل شيء كده ما شاف ولو ظلام جلنا الكشاف سايل قلمي قلم جاف أنا ولد الذيب هو غزال مسدوح أنا سر في بير هو كتاب مفتوح أحل مشاكلك دكتور فيل طاش ما طاش معايا ما هتمل أحسن خذ الحيطة لا تزل ما نحتاج خريطة وندل أحسن خذ الحيطة لا تزل ما نحتاج خريطة وندل قال ها بسة ما هومي باستا سميته نستا لعيونها سوي أبديت لللستة إيجو بيج بس إن ما قد قستا انصات تام ما في كلمات جانبية يجيب إحساس انعدام الجاذبية استعجب مشكك كيف الكلام أركب أفكك أعوذ بالله بينما يسهر الليل بطولة أجيب البطولة أيوة معقولة بيت مهجور وبيوتي مسكونة سيفه مكسور وسيوفي مسنونة حبلين نافخ ثم قاموا يهدونا معهم اليوم لين بكرة ينسونا المسألة معقدة وعندنا الحل سمعنا أول مرة قال ما الذي حصل واو واو فتح فمه قال واو 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 فتح فمه قال واو أعوذ بالله من اللي يحسدنا أعوذ بالله من اللي يفرقنا أعوذ بالله من اللي يحسدنا أعوذ بالله من اللي يفرقنا أعوذ بالله من كل شر ضدنا أعوذ بالله من اللي يحسدنا أعوذ بالله من كل شر ضدنا أعوذ بالله من اللي يفرقنا
Let's go! Let's go! What a fucking track! Fucking fun,
That
bro.
was hard.
Wow.
Bro, if everybody was at Gamers 8 last year, you would have seen the performance of this.
You would have heard it live.
Yeah, that bass when it's live, bro, it is wild, man. Now I can't wait for Soundstorm. Yo, I can't for this track. I can't wait for this track to play at
Now summer
Soundstorm.
has properly started.
Oh my god, yeah.
We have people dropping
We
stuff.
had Aziz, we had Cali B, we had Moayed drop, we had Z, bro. Z dropped new music.
Z's dropping.
Z did too.
We need to get the Z's track. We'll leave for next week so we can actually, dissect it better. But anyway, shout out to the boys, shout out to Ntitled, shout out to Moayed. Thank you for this fucking amazing track.
Fire,
If you
fire,
watched,
fire.
also shout out to Yassin Ghazawi for his new movie.
Yes.
what's the-
Congratulations as well.
Malik al-Halaba.
Malik al-Halaba.
Yes.
Just came out a few days ago.
You will, if you watched that movie this last weekend, you would have heard this track on it. It's an amazing fucking track, and I'm glad the boys finally got it out. Finally got it out, bro. Finally.
Alhamdulillah.
Now I can play it in my car when I'm مرتاح.
Now you can hear the full mix وانت مبسوط
The
actually.
thing is, Ntitled already mixed it a long time ago. Like, if people only knew, this is like Ntitled's back catalog. And Moayed's back catalog.
And there's more.
I have to ask, Adil, how annoying is it when you are aware of all these bangers and you just have to wait until they release?
I'll tell you this. I already heard, I think, around 85% of all the tracks that are going to come in the next 2 months.
Yeah, how does that feel?
It's fucking annoying to not be able to talk
But
about
at the
it.
same time, it's nice that you actually get to see everything, as it's getting cooked.
And the same thing, the problem with me is I have to live with music. I can't play it one time, two times, and make an opinion. I have to really sit with it. I'm still sitting again with Moayed's album. And I'm grateful that I know all these people that are actually sending me their work and I get to listen to it ahead of time for me to dissect it and also digest it. And I do my best to not give them opinions. I do my absolute best to not give them opinions because I want the artist to create his art himself, Like even with Ntitled will tell you, like Ntitled will ask me a question, I'll give him an answer. But I will never say, yo, you should have. Never done that in my life. I just give him how I feel. And sometimes we agree, sometimes we disagree. There's a lot of tracks that Ntitled put out that I didn't agree with, but he agreed with it. There's one that I fucking hate Ntitled, and I'm looking at the screen so you can see me Ntitled. And I told you better delete that motherfucker. Anyway, he knows what I'm talking about. We argued this weekend about it. But yeah, I love when the artists are creating. And right now, it's the time to let the artists create, and it's time for us to support artists that are actually trying to create with something of value. You do not have to support all the artists because not all of them are good. You can give them respect and give them pointers. And they have to be able to accept. There's a lot of people that you see on commercials right now, Saudi rappers, male and female, and everybody sees them and people are hyping up about them. Other people don't really care about them. So it's normal. Like in every music, there's some things you like, some things you don't like.
There's different sounds for different people as well.
I think we're past the era of participation trophies.
Exactly. Oh, we're way past that. Like, because you can put two words together, it doesn't mean you're amazing. It doesn't mean like I want to hear your whole fucking album. It doesn't work like that at all. And this is like what makes Ntitled special. That's what makes Moayed special. Also, what makes what's his name, Cali B, Jeet. Like all of them have their own thing and their own style of how they want to do things. Now, whether it's something that everybody's gonna like or not, it's up to the audience to make the decision. But everybody for the last 2 years, like ever since we came on the scene and we started pushing for Saudi hip hop, and we started seeing a lot of people responding to that push and want to be, and because they were already doing it, but there was nothing just helping push that forward.
And at the same time, they didn't really get to the audience that they wanted to get to, and that's one of the things that we felt like this is something we could help with,
And it's not only us; it's Middle Beast is doing it. A lot of people are doing it.
And there's more platforms now. Like there's a place at least for them to perform, the Warehouse, which didn't exist a couple of years ago. So there is more spaces for you to get exposed to these artists. So it's still it's a process of growth, and the growth is still happening.
A lot of people ask me about other artists in Saudi that I've never mentioned and so on. It's personal. I'll be very honest. Some of them are losers. To be very, very honest. Some of them think they're fucking Drake and Kanye. They can kiss my ass. Some of them are asking for numbers they do not fucking deserve.
Some of them aren't that good.
Exactly. And plus of that.
Yeah, that was the first one, honestly.
No. I'm willing to accept you if you're not that good, if there's a trajectory for you to go to get better. It's okay with me. I have no problem with that. But when you think you're the man, you're not going to take pointers from anyone anymore.
Yeah. It's how you conduct yourself.
The ego.
Exactly. So if this is who you think you are, hey.
You're not going to get better.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm going to judge you for the person that's in front of me. And the person that's a piece of shit.
And not even talk about you. Because...
Exactly. The reason I don't talk about other rappers is because I don't like them. It's that fucking simple. If I believe in what you're doing and what you're saying, I'll be more than happy to support. If I don't believe in it, I'm not. And also, I don't like mumbling. I don't like the bullshit of just... Look, none of you are millionaires. Takfon, yarham ummakum. We all see that Camry, bro. You are not a millionaire. Stop talking about Bugattis. You do not own one. You can't afford one. You will never get one. Look, I'm be very honest. You will never, in your entire musical career, get a Bugatti. You know who I'm talking about.
Let him dream, bro. Let him dream.
No.
Let him dream.
See, that's the problem.
Yeah.
Aspire.
No. See, that's the problem. That's the participation trophy.
No.
Oh, yeah, you can.
You dream.
Bro, relax.
You want to get the Bugatti?
You want to get that Bugatti?
Work for it.
Exactly.
Yeah, work for it. That's what I'm saying.
Stop claiming for shit that you're not. You know, stop talking about you're the man. You're not, bro. Look, all these, like, most of these artists just came out and they're talking about, like, this shit, bro. No one knows who the fuck you are, bro. Only your cousins and friends.
And that's why nobody's even talking about that.
Not even your cousins and friends.
Some little bit of truth.
I enjoy when we go back to hate every now and then.
Yeah, see, like a little bit, it's a little bit of truth. It's a little bit of truth.
بتعادل واتساب العائلة مرة يحبوني فيه. ماما سوت لي لايك.
The hell out of you, mama.
Swear to God, man. Like, sometimes it really, like, I know it's the hell out of me. Like, we can make this all better for everybody if everybody comes together and actually understands their weaknesses and their strengths. But a lot of people think that, you know what it is, to be very honest? So a lot of, and this goes across the fucking board to the creative community. I mean, all of them. They all talk about working together to build something better for everybody else, right? And how we come in as a community and how we do this and we do that.
But reality.
But when the work is done and it's about to be shown to people and then it gets a response that they all craved, everybody starts coming out and saying, oh, you know, I helped them with that. Oh, yeah, I did this for that. And everybody starts eating up.
And
exactly. It doesn't become a community. It becomes me, myself, and fucking I.
Everybody tries to take their piece.
Everybody's taking, he is good because I made him better. You know what it reminds me of? Just show you how, like, this is a normal thing in our society. It's like when you see what that old man says, تعرف الراجح كيف صار؟ أنا كنت أشتري الأراضي اللي هناك. طيب ليه ما اشتريتها يا أبو الشباب؟
أنا دليتها.
أنا قايل له ياخذ الخيمة هذه.
تبغى له الخير أنا.
والله هو كان محتاج. أنا قلت والله يستاهل رجال.
قلت you know what بستغني عنه الوجه الله.
For our non-English speakers, it's all good. Don't worry about that. You don't need to understand that. But yeah.
Deep cuts.
They're the same people. They're saying, I'm the one who did this. I'm the one who did that. Okay, cool. If you were the one, we would have already known it. But there's people who are working behind the scene to make this into a fucking scene.
Correct.
And everybody's been quiet about it. But the people in the know, they know. They know who it is. They know what Moayed's doing behind the scene. They know what Ntitled doing behind the scene. They know what I'm doing behind the scene. They know what other people are doing behind the scene. And they also see the lazy people who haven't been releasing shit throughout the whole time and claiming to be part of the scene. It's obvious in front of everybody. So we see that and we see where the support is. We know everything is going on. And it's not gatekeeping, because I know some of you losers were saying we're gatekeeping. It's not gatekeeping. You just don't understand quality. It's that simple. I fucking said it. For a second. I fucking said it. It's not about gatekeeping. You suck. You're a bad businessman. You can't do business. You don't understand the business side of things. You are a creative. You suck at business. Remember that. You need a businessman next to you or go learn business for you to make your shit better. But the problem is none of you are doing it. You just want to be the one. And being the one sucks because you're not going to be it. And you're going to die with that hatred in your heart that you can't be the one. Why? Because you always wanted to be you and your crew. You never wanted to be for everybody. And the people who want it to be for everybody are the people that are getting the spotlight, are people that are getting recognized, are the people that are getting the gigs. They're getting everything. Why? Because they put in the work. Behind the scene, People know them. They know their management. They know their team. They know what they're doing. They know how they're supporting. They know how they're collaborating. They know when someone gives an opinion, they understand how to handle that opinion and how to accept that opinion. You need to be that type of person. You need to be versatile. That's why there's certain creatives that are blowing up and other creatives are not. The ones that are blowing up, they can talk business. They understand what contracts are. They understand what's going on. But if you're on the outside trying to look in and making decisions because you're just hating that you're not getting the love, that is a you problem. That is not an Adil problem. This is not a Pastor Kabsa problem. This is not a Middle East problem. This is not an industry problem. It is a you problem. Work on your art. If your art is good, we're all going to notice it. And if everybody says you suck and you do something great, everyone's going to notice it. And we'll just look like haters. That's what we're going to look like. We're saying you suck when everybody loves it. There's ways to actually do things in this fucking place, man. Like, you guys want to build communities, but all of you are losers. You're not going to build a community. I'm going to be very honest with you. Y'all suck. Y'all going to fucking fail. You're going to mess up this whole thing that's called a community, and you're going to ruin it for everybody else because of your stupid ass egos. And since that's going to be there, I myself will fucking gatekeep to make sure that quality comes out. That there's a next generation and a next generation and a next generation that can come in and fill in the shoes and build on what everybody's trying to build right now. You're not ruining it for everybody. You know who the fuck you are. I've been away from everybody for the last year, so I don't have to talk to y'all, so I can criticize y'all when I'm مرتاح. I'm not y'all friends. Now it's business. Now it's about, if you do good work, we'll tell you. If you do bad work, I'm going to fucking call you out. It's that simple. I think it's about time y'all heard it. Y'all saying, oh, Adi, where the fuck have you been? Adi is here, and Adi doesn't give a fuck about you no more. You put in work, you get recognition. You get the respect and the love of everybody. It doesn't matter what Adi does or what Adi says. What matters is that you work for the team. The team is a group of people that we all need to come together and get somewhere. I'm coaching you, my guy. I'm giving you the direction of where to go. Just put that there. Okay? I'm telling you where to put that. I'm telling you what to do. I'm helping you. I'm bringing my business side to your stupid creative side to help you grow. But you're too blind, too stupid to see what's going on. And this is why no one cares for you. I know everyone asks, like, who am I talking about? Trust me, it's not one person. It's a group. And I'm looking at this industry and laughing at y'all. The reason you're missing your chance is because you do not know what you're doing. It's that simple. Look at other communities and how they're thriving. And why did they thrive? Why did arts thrive? Why did EDM thrive? If you want a case fucking study, go look at Baloo. Look at Vinyl Mode. Look at, bro, the list goes on forever and ever.
Cosmic Cat.
We have so many people, bro. We have so many people. Cosmic Cat has been traveling the world. Let me repeat that. Cosmic Cat. Our girl. Cosmic Cat. Minno Fina.
Going all around festivals.
Is around the world doing work. Because arts and business know the language. You can't be that if you don't understand the language. If you don't understand where you are. Always look out for yourself. You understand that. Always try to be the best version of you. We always understand that. But at the same time, if it's all about you, don't get mad when no one cares. That's what it is. We have, everyone tells me, yo, your YouTube views are your viewership is trash. Yes. And so what? We were doing this when we were only getting 150 listeners every single week for a whole year.
And we're still doing it.
And we're still doing it at 100,000 listeners a week. What are you guys talking about? Our Instagram account, our engagement is in 5 million, my guy. What are you talking about? 11,000 followers and 5 million engagement?
They don't know that.
Bro.
See, you don't even need to, bro.
It's not about needing to.
I know.
It's we put in the work. We make sure that we're here. We had so many fucking fights where we hated each other, but we came in to do the work. Why? Because it's work. It needs to be done. There needs to be some light that's being shed on certain issues, and people need to talk about it. And that's why we're here. That's why this is what the fuck we do. But a lot of you do not understand that. They think this is this place for you. This is not for you, bro. We're not here to be friends with y'all. Maybe some of us want to be friends with y'all. Not all of us. I care about the future. I don't care about just your success alone. Your success alone is not important for me. The success of everybody and having an actual industry that functions, that's the most important thing for me. That's all I see. That's all I think about day and night, is to build the future. So it's never about you. It's never about me. It's never about anything but us. All of us as a team, moving forward, thriving, and keep paving the way for the next generation to come in and make this move forward. You're not going to have a Saudi Hollywood if you're not working together to build something of worth of quality and something that has value. I was talking to Sultan Gelik on Friday. We were hanging out together. Shout out to my homie Gelik.
Shout out.
And he was like, if I am not able, okay, all of you guys know Gelik from his fashion. There's an episode that's coming where he's going to talk about his movie side because he's amazing.
Which is a whole different angle.
It's a different angle.
Yeah.
He was like, I can come into any business and make a movie for them. But when is it going to be the time that I have to make a movie that I see from my own vision? So it's a new take on what's happening with my own eye. When am I going to have the privilege to come in and do a full project that I can control? Because you can say, well, Adil is a director, but if Adil is being basically told what to do by whatever big conglomerate, like NBC, if NBC brings Adil as a director and they give me a guideline, Adil is not a fucking director, y'all.
You're work for hire.
I'm a work for fucking hire. Understand the language of business. Understand what you're doing. If you're not gonna, and this goes to any fucking field that you're in. If you don't understand the business that you're in, you're never gonna thrive. You're not gonna be that senior manager, that VP, that CEO. You're never gonna thrive.
You have to pay your dues.
Exactly. You have to learn. You have to spend. You have to put in the time every single day. 2 hours a day is nothing, bro. Go ask anyone who has a career. Their career is their full fucking day. It's not 2 hours. It's not 8 hours. It's not 6. It's every second that I get, I put my time and effort into it because that time will later on pay me back. And my expertise will cost people money. And when I give out that expertise and I get paid more, I get better, you get better, everybody else gets better.
Everybody learns, everybody
It's
grows.
not rocket science, y'all. It's not Shamsi taking fucking I'm sorry, mechanical engineering.
Orbital mechanics.
It goes back to that old adage. There is nothing more crushing on an artist's spirit than mediocrity.
Oh, yeah.
And that's the point, honestly.
Beautifully said.
Like, here's the thing. You can be awful and you can be amazing. But the fact that you're just kind of mid, there's nothing more deflating than that.
It comes back to actually being able to not just put in the work and actually set a standard that you can actually live up to and then start raising. And I think that's one of the key things here when we talk about the work that people put in. A lot of people that put in the work just put in, you don't feel like you're trying to push or you're trying to innovate or you're trying to break a new ceiling or break a barrier as much as you're just repeating something that you've done before. And it takes a different kind of beast to be able to kind of go beyond himself into new fields.
Facts. Also, I've heard y'all music. Trust me, girls, I'm not chasing you. Trust me, bro. Trust me. You're not on that yacht. You can't afford it. You can't afford it, my guy. You can't afford
But the
it.
Bugatti,
Yes.
you can dream of the Veyron.
I saw his Camry, bro.
ما عليك.
I'm just telling you.
Veyron.
I saw his Camry.
Royal blue color. Okay.
Royal Bourbon.
ونحط عليها خط على الكبوت.
Here's the thing. Hay Dabbaba is not the streets.
Exactly. Yo, we have no ghetto in Saudi, all right? Relax.
Relax.
You need to relax. We don't.
Don't burst the bubble.
Medina al-Ummal is Medina al-Ummal, my guy. It's not the ghetto, all right? Relax, right?
But هم عمال. They are blue color.
Oh my God, I've been waiting to call you out for a long time. I've been just waiting for this.
Yeah, that sounds built up.
Oh, yeah, it's been built up. I've been quiet because no one's releasing anything, and I've been okay with it. But now that I'm listening to people and what they're doing, no, it's time. It's really time. Like, for a while, a friend of mine told me, he was like, listen, it sounds like that you're just supporting who you want to support. And I was like, I love when my boys will actually be honest with me and tell me what they see so I can basically see things. Because when you're in your own bubble, you don't really see what's around you.
True.
And so when we were talking back and forth, and I was like, no, I was like, yo, I support these people because I think they could be the future. And then the conversation got longer and longer and longer. And then this was year 1. Year 2, after we got to know a lot of people here, and then I see the behaviors and how people require things from me when I owe everybody nothing. When people are asking, why aren't you talking about me? They're dropping nothing. That was like, yo, man, this is way too fucking much for me. Like, why am I getting bullshit off of this? No, if y'all working, you get recognition. If you're not working, you're not getting recognition. If you like it, good. If you don't like it, that's also good. If you have a problem with me, good. If you don't have a problem with me, also good.
كله كويس.
All good.
كله مية مية.
All good. I sleep comfortable. Comfortable I sleep. I wake up comfortable. Alhamdulillah. بنعمة ربي.
Dumb.
You know, I don't need to worry about y'all. But the truth is something to be said. And what I said in front of you is exactly what I tell people here. And it's exactly what I tell commissioners when I meet them. Because that's how I fucking feel.
Yes.
If people are going to respect my word and they respect my expertise, I need to be honest. And honesty should not make you feel bad.
حق ما ينزل منه.
Yes.
Exactly.
To quote the immortal,
Except if you're Turks. That's different.
to quote the immortal Lil Wayne, real G's move in silence.
Like?
Lasagna.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we need a banner for it. The 50th time we've said that line on the podcast.
It's an amazing line. Screw you.
I love lasagna.
لا رجلي واطي
Before we go, let's get another one real quick.
لا رجلي واطيها اي بالله النار ما تحرق
I just want to say this. Entitled and Moayed as a duo,
Unbeatable.
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 Unfucking beatable.
Unmatched.
Thank you. Unfucking matched.
النار ما تحرق لا رجلي واطي مع دباب واحنا بدبابة كلام كثير يحتاج حسابة كبير خطير زي فيل الغابة زي الأسد يدك الشرنابة أجيب سعادة جرس انصراف يقول شاف كل شيء كده ما شاف
Dabbaba by Entitled Moayed.
Out now.
Out now.
Platforms.
Don't miss it.
Yes, sir.
هو غزال مسدوح أنا سر في بير هو كتاب مفتوح أحل مشاكلك دكتور فيل طاش ما طاش معايا ما حتمل أحسن خذ الحيطة لا تسل ما نحتاج خريطة وندل أحسن خذ الحيطة لا تسل
We out. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate all of y'all. We wish you all the best. We'll see y'all next week, inshallah.
Peace.
And peaces and loves. And let's keep the hate alive and keep calling them out.
The hate keeps us going.
Let's go.
Patience.
Peace.